Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my video. In today's video we are making a beginner's guide or approach, or things that you should why you should choose to play Age of Empires 4. What is that this game offers, and in general a bit of like make this game more approach to people that have never tried it, or they want to try it but they're bored and they think that, oh, this is very complicated, and it is complicated. I will tell you straightforward out of the box. Age of Empires 4 in an RTS game, it is not an easy game. So let's get this out of the way. I don't want to like keep lying to you and say, oh, you're gonna start Age of Empires 4 and you will learn everything instantly. No, Age of Empires 4 is for the people that they want to challenge themselves. It's for the people that they want to put a little bit of more work into learning a game. It's not a game for you just like dive into the battle and you just throw things. You can do that if you want to. There is nothing wrong about it, but it's RTS games are more focusing on knowledge and less on actions and macro, which is, don't get me wrong, you definitely need a macro. APM, which stands for I think APM is like attack per minute, probably. I'm not sure, but it's like how many like clicks and move you can do, and it's something that in the competitive scene of an RTS world, an RTS genre, people are really like flexing about, because this is what make you a very very good. So you do definitely need macro, but you definitely need macro, which stands for knowledge in the game. And if you don't know build orders, strategies, and things to properly execute times, you're not gonna make a lot out of it, especially if you like and if you are competitive. But there is the side that people don't know, that Age of Empires 4 can offer you an amazing trip through history, and basically explore the game in a different way if you wish. And there is campaigns that you can follow, storylines, and you can explore, play against AI, watching videos through history, which is real facts, by the way. Anything that happened in Age of Empires 4 stands for real facts in history. So if you also like history, this is another reason why you should play Age of Empires 4. You're definitely going to learn a lot about it. And in Age of Empires 4, as I say, we have, I don't know actually if I say, but we have a 16 civilization, which four of them is varieties, which is mean it's like the same civ but a different variety of it. So yeah, let's start by the Byzantines. Then we have Japanese. We have Ayubis, and here you can see the difficulty star. So the more stars that we have, the more difficult the civilization is to be played or executed properly. Then we have Ayubids. Then we have China or Chinese, the same thing. We have Zuzi Legacy, which is a variation civilization from China. So whenever you see this little mark here, this like purple mark, it means that it's from the expansion pack that joined the game a bit later, in later stages of the game, which is called Sultan's Ascent. So, and then we have French. As you can see here, we have we have one star, although in my personal opinion, I think French is not the easiest from the three beginner civilizations, which I will mention a bit later. Then we have Jeanne d'Arc, which also came from the Sultan Ascendus expansion pack. Then we have Holy Roman Empire. We have Order of the Dragon. We have Delhi Sultanate, and we have English. We have Molians. We have Mongols. We have Ottomans, and then we have Rush. It stands for Russians, I guess. So those are the civilizations, and we're gonna go through each one in a little bit more depth, give you a little bit of an idea. So how we're gonna do it? We're gonna do it like, we're gonna separate, like, there is like three different playstyle in Age of Empires 4. You can play a very aggressive civilization, which stands most likely for civilization that they want to attack early and be very present on the game and the map. Then we have the booming civilization, which they like to stay inside their town, create a nice economy, build around and play around their economy, and win through that in the latest stages of the game. And then we have the civilization that they are pretty much doing both of them in a say like in a balanced in a balanced way better than the others, but they don't really doing it. Sorry, they don't do it better than the others, but they do both of things at the same time in a lower um, value, let's say. So we have the aggressive civilization, the booming civilization, and some civilizations they do at each both they do both of things, but not as good as the other civ in each category separately. So I hope I give you to understand what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, so let's start by the aggressive civilization. An aggressive civilization, which is most likely common, the most aggressive civilization in the game, it's the Mongols. So Mongol stands for 3 stars. It's a very difficult civilization, and the reason behind that is because Mongols required a lot of APM, which stands for attack per minute, or like doing actions in the game pretty fast. I think it stands for attack per minute. I'm not entirely sure. Please, if I'm not sure, if I am not correct, please correct me in the comments below if you wish, guys. But yeah, let's continue. Mongols, it's a pretty aggressive, pretty hard civilization. You have to be everywhere, and yeah, it's really hard civilization, trust me. Then we have Delhi. Delhi, it's also pretty aggressive civilization. It's actually the most aggressive civilization in the feudal age, which is stands from like the second age. So we have every civilization has dark age, feudal age, castle age, and imperial age, which I'm probably gonna explain in a different video. So in this video, I want to still stand a little bit for like the approach of the game, what the game is cooking, why you should choose to play Age of Empires 4, what is Age of Empires 4 anyways, and what what you will find if you come to Age of Empires 4. So you will find a lot of interesting things, but I will continue for now with civilizations. So we do have those two civilizations that's very aggressive. Then we have French, which is very aggressive. Then we have Jeanne d'Arc, which is very aggressive. We have English, we can be played a bit both ways. So it belongs to middle category. So they can be played as a booming civilization, so as economy-based civilization, or either as a very aggressive civilization. They have both playstyles. And then we have China. China stands for pretty economical based civilization. You can play aggressive as well with China, but that's not her main identity. So her main identity is booming, is building up your economy, and yeah, play around this. So then we have Abbasid dynasty. It also stands for a very economical based civilization, booming, etc. Japanese, it's in the middle ground as English. They can do a bit both of them, and they don't really excel to either be aggressive or either be defensive. They can literally do everything. They can adjust. Byzantines, which also can do both things. They are in the middle ground as well. They're not really aggressive, but they're not really either booming. So they're a bit in the same category. Then we have the Holy Roman Empire, which is a very unique civilization because with this civilization you can either play very aggressive or very defensive. It's really up to you, and I think it's probably the only civilization that can do both in a perfect way because of their unique landmarks and unique units and economy provide that they do have. Then we have Malians. It's also in the middle ground. They can also choose to play both ways. They're not really exiled to any of them, so you can pretty much do everything with them. I don't want to say exiled to anything because that sounds very unfair to say. They're a very good civilization. All of them that they are in the middle, they're good, and they can be played both ways. But it's not like their kick points. So all the other civilizations, when I'm saying they're aggressive, they are really aggressive. And I also mentioned French before that they're aggressive. Yes, you can also play booming, but their identity, their signature, it is aggressive civilization. So yes, they can play economy based, but I don't want for new players to start telling you, I give you all this information because what this video is aiming to do is to inform you and give you the first picture of what is going on, and yeah, that's all. I don't want to dive too much into it, and you know what I mean. Anyways, so we'll continue with Ottomans. I think Ottomans are also in the middle ground. They can be really good at also being aggressive, annoying, and also building their economy, and it's basically you can do both places pretty well. Rus, it's also the same civilization. They're middle ground. They can be aggressive, but they can be also economy based if they want to. So Order of the Dragon, well, with this civilization I can't really say. I think they're weird. They're a unique category because it's a variety of the Holy Roman Empire, which I mentioned before, and that this civilization is exiled to any strategy. But I think Order of the Dragon, it's a category of their own. I haven't built an opinion for the civilization. Let's say they can also be very aggressive, but they can also be very, I think it's most likely an aggressive civilization. It has to be playing aggressive. They have to get advantage of their very, very bulky units that they have, because their unique thing about the Order of the Dragon is that it's basically HRE, but their units is busted. But they cost double the amount of resources. So think about it like Order of the Dragon is this, like this is this, but in a stronger version, but with weaker economy at the latest stages of the game. So little things. I don't want to talk a lot. I don't want to like explode your head with information, guys. I want to keep it simple, very simple. So then we have Zisu Legacy, which is basically a variety of China. I don't know why I'm going through like this, and I didn't really go because I just try to separate as a category. So I just try to go through civilization, like through aggressive civilizations, middle section civilization, and very defensive. So basically booming, or basically, yeah, that's how I separate them now in my head. I know it's a little bit chaos, but bear with me. I will try my best. So, and then we have Zisu Legacy, which is a variety of China. And Zisu Legacy, it's a little bit like more aggressive civilization than China, but they can both booming, and they can both. The civilization can also do economical base or aggressive playstyle. So it's basically both. And then we have a U-base, which is most likely an aggressive civ, but it can't build a huge economy behind that. So pretty much most of the civilization in Age of Empires 4, to make a conclusion here, they can be either booming, like either economical base, or either aggressive if they want to. But there is civilizations that they excel better on be aggressive or better to be economical base, which is I already mentioned. So this is a little bit of a picture of what is going on in Age of Empires 4 when it comes to civilizations. If you want me, I think if you want to ask me, like, Tina, which civilization should I start to play with? Well, there is 3 civilizations that exiles in this game to get you going, to start give you the basics, the fundamentals of the game, to make your life a little bit of like easier when it comes to approach of the game. And let's start by the king of beginners, which is English. So English, it's the most beginner friendly civilization. I will definitely suggest you to go with English because English offers you everything. I literally mean everything. Do you want to be aggressive? You're good to go. Do you want to be defensive? You're good to go. Do you want to build economy? You're good to go. Do you want to build huge walls and castles and have amazing arrow slits and longbowmen and doing all that crazy stuff? You're ready to go. If you like longbows, if you like to shoot with arrows, if you feel Sagittarius moment, I'm Sagittarius by the way, but anyways, you go for English. English is your thing. So let's go now to the second beginner civilization, and this is Holy Roman Empire. You guys, if you feel like a tanky moment, if you feel like you want to be so heavily unbreakable, I can tell you enough how good the civilization is when it comes to this. Their economy is huge. Their units they never die. They have men at arm, which is like the most bulky, the most tanky unit in Age of Empires 4, and the Holy Roman Empire has the best monoterms in the game, in the later stages in the game with full upgrades and everything. So this is the second from the 3 basic civs I will suggest you to start with. And then the third civilization we have, it is French. So now French, I think, is the hardest from those 3 because French usually play with cavalry units. And cavalry units, it's a unit that has the highest speed in the game. And it's really hard to manipulate, to macro, to make efficiency out of it. Because with horses in this game, we try to raid the opponent, we try to harass the opponent, we try to be aggressive. And in the early stages of the game as a beginner, I think you won't have the macro, the skill to do that. So from out of those 3 civilizations, I will definitely suggest you to think about it before you go French. But if you're very into cavalry unit, if you enjoy horses, if you enjoy running around and make the opponent's life miserable, definitely you going to choose French. And it's gonna give you a lot of fun. And their units are busted, and their horses, when they get all their upgrades and everything, they're so good. So that's the three civilization. I don't want to go and dive deeper into the civilization because that's going to be a more a beginner video approach, kind of funny in a kind of funny way. Because I am a low platinum, a low player, so I'm not even like a professional, or I'm not even like somebody that like, oh, I know everything about the game. No, no, no. I'm sharing in my channel what I know so far and what I have learned so far and how I see the game. And this is the goal of my YouTube channel. And um, what it's surrounding by Age of Empires 4 or whatever it's about to come in Age of Mythology, which I'm planning to also do content for that game. So it is to share my thoughts, my games, my ideas, what I'm learning so far, and maybe you can just run away without keep anything from what I'm telling you, or you can just hold something or take something and use it for your own good or your own knowledge. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Age of Empires 4 stands for history, for people that they enjoy building a city, building a strong empire, and destroy the enemies with amazing unit, beautiful graphics, bombards, beautiful sound effects. And yeah, this is basically it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Age of Empires 4 if you're new. If you're new, thank you so much. If you're not new, thank you so much for watching my video anyways. And yeah, see you in the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.